Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Probably need to turn down the music from them.
Fucking sucks that he did that.
Go take the med gun off of his body and then load me up with Resurgia, and then.
Do any of y'all have an extra mill then? And I'll pay you back on this next run.
I wouldn't say I have an extra mill, but I'll give you a mill.
I would love that mill, and then I'll give you a mill in the next run we do.
All right, I can do that once I'm, not.
How the hell do I load someone up with Resurgia?
Go to advanced mode. It's a little toggle.
That's
switch
me.
On the very top of the
Thanks,
HUD.
man. I'll pay you back in the next run.
Nah, you're good. Hey, pay it forward, dog.
So on your med gun, hold
what the hell?
Hold F to go to advanced. All right, then slightly up the dosage.
That should take care of your losses.
Thanks, man.
For Resurgia.
Yo, I just literally took his helmet off.
Oh wait, are you one of the bankers?
Once you up the
Just took your fucking helmet off.
I'm not that rich.
Once you up the dosage for Resurgia.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was. I had a total of probably 4 mil in the back of my fucking thing of just maze.
I have 34 seconds until I'm dead.
Well, you should have 4 mil total from the gifting. So
yeah.
You should be good for the Corsair anyway. Okay, hey, we got any friendlies on the ground? I'm heading in now, coming in hot.
One friendly on the ground.
I can't even.
You got 15
Roger,
seconds.
get somewhere. Let me know where you're at in relation to me when you see me.
Hold left mouse on me. You know what? Just.
Jesus, there was a lot going on in there. I was in the wrong fucking channel. All right. It sounds like a lot of fun though. Holy fuck. Let's start a different chat. I'll meet you over at my chat. Doodaloo. Where's the Yeah, what's up? What's happening?
Got water on my screen, so it's doing a whole bunch of shit.
Doors are now closing.
You said you got water on your screen?
Yeah. I was just clicking everything for me.
So I don't know if you can see my screen right now, but found out a little trick. I got this empty water bottle, right? And if I take
Okay.
the I haven't actually done this before. Come on.
Did I accidentally mute you?
No. So if I take the one that has water in it, I'm supposed to be able to stack them and it fucking refills it. It's not.
Oh, they go back the trick.
Nearing next stop.
Hold on, let me take off push to talk so it's open mic.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
You got me?
Yep. I can hear you.
Yeah, the push to talk is kind of tedious. So yeah, I bought my second character, a C2, so Bruce was doing like some trips and stuff. I think I bought one of the Retaliators. I don't think I told you that last time. So I got something that'll shoot the size 9 torpedoes. That's kind of cool. Oh, I shouldn't have gone here. I should have went to the place. So I figured out one of these trips that it shows on the community routes or whatever is actually a viable fucking route, and it's probably the biggest money maker ever. So I'm in Microtech, right? Which is that system that I rarely go to because it's so far out of the way. But they have the best price for barrel, right? And they have a huge stockpile of it.
How many trips you figure it would take?
Well, to pay off a C2, it's about 7 with a full C2 load, right? You make about.
How many did your son do?
What's that?
How many did your son do already?
Well, he's only helped me. Like, he ain't done the full trips, but you make 412,000 per trip.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, in my M2, I'm only gonna make 309,000. So, like, it's a significant chunk off. So I think on this run, I might just bite the bullet and buy me a C2.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered.
I only gotta do 7 runs anyways to pay it back, and with the other character making the runs, I'm gonna make my money back even faster. So, like, at this point, I've already paid off the first C2. So,
What's the cost on a C2?
Like just shy of 5 million.
Be sure to.
It's really not that bad. When you figured you could pay it off in a few hours.
Yeah, that's not too bad at all.
The trips don't take too long, like 15-20 minutes. You definitely got to upgrade your drive, because my M2 had the upgraded drive and the C2 did not, and I gave the C2 like, I don't know, like a 40 million kilometer fucking head start, and I still lapped it.
Damn. But the drives, weren't they like, what, 200,000 plus?
What do you mean?
When you bought
No,
the drive?
I think it was
Yeah.
it was actually 93,000.
Oh, okay.
I think whenever it gets expensive is when you're buying everything for it. Like you're buying the coolers, you're buying the drive, you're buying the shields, because it's like 2 coolers, 2 shield generators, a power plant, a drive. So it starts to add up. So it gets kind of close. When you completely outfit it, I think it's just under $1 million or something like that.
You are clear to launch. You are clear to launch.
Systems on.
My other account though is not having a great time. I don't know why. The frames are kind of dropping today.
The PC or the account?
I don't know if it has to do with something. I gotta go in here and do some settings, because the mouse sensitivity is just crazy. And I feel like I'm messing with like a lag, like a latency issue.
What do the kids use the computer for?
Just games.
Do you have anything running in the background?
I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, doesn't look like it. The other day I logged on and like it wasn't even the internet cord wasn't even like the LAN cord. Like it wasn't showing I had any internet, so I wonder if it got pulled. It's not all the way connected or something. Autopilot on, let me go over there. Push it with my finger. Tell me if I start spinning out of control.
Please visit again.
Alright, where is that? I don't even see the fucking internet cord right now.
It's a great sign.
I don't even see where you plug it up. Oh, it's right here. I'm getting 35 frames here, but this motherfucker's just like spinning out of control. Actually, you know what? I can actually get you to watch this one too. If you wanted to, because I'm on Discord now. Where's the Discord at?
So you can watch 2 things.
Oh, you could flip between the two?
Click to the main. The Oregon?
What's that?
Any of the Oregon? They up to
Yeah,
anything?
they're fucking in the middle of something crazy. Like they're talking so much I can't even get a word in. So.
That's not like you at all.
It's not pulling up for some reason. I might have to back out to the main menu to do that. So just bear with me for a minute. I'll tell you, it running 2 ships though is tedious. It is not relaxing.
No.
But I think what I'm gonna do is that I'll have, as the night progresses, I'll probably make 1 or 2 runs like this, and then the main character I'll break off and do like bunkers or bounties, you know, and then just have that one ship in the background making runs, because I do get like some windows, you know, like a pause, because you got to run from one end of the system to the other is basically the route. And I was running titanium back.
Yeah, you get the whole time to chill out while it's doing the jump. You got like minutes.
Yeah.
To do something else.
So while this is making the money, I'll do something else in the meantime. But yeah. So the Retaliator, the thing with the torpedoes.
Yeah.
So it has 6 size 9s versus the Eclipse's 3 size 9s, right? But the
So we
Retaliator.
equip Eclipse for the stealth aspect.
Yeah. Dude, what the fuck? This thing is... The wind is going crazy over here now on this moon. Alright. That one's landed. So the run is basically from here to here, right? But you gotta make like little minor adjustments on the way, so you don't get caught up in fucking pirates and shit. Which I haven't got fucking raided yet. Not to jinx myself, knock on wood, but like there's certain things that I do that kind of prevent it. A lot of people will park their ship in the open area. When they go to New Babbage, I go to a hangar and I store it. Now, somebody could come right behind me and ram me, and I'll lose my load. And I think that's the one of the bigger ways to pirate somebody is you're like, you know, hey, they say like, give me $1 million or I'm gonna ram your ship or some shit like that. And if you don't pay them, they fucking run into you and blow you up, basically.
Quantum travel
So
complete.
just like it's an instant death. You really can't. There's no real way to. What's that?
Can they pull the cargo still?
No, but it's just like, I don't know. It's they're extorting you, basically. It's not pirating. I always wondered how that works, because like I got a full ship full of cargo, like anywhere from 522 slots to 696. So like these people are doing this because they're lazy in the first place. You know, they're pirating. That's easy money, quick money. A lot of people are not going to go after those big loads. They want to go after the gold, because you know it's under 100 stacks most of the time, and then you get a really good profit off of it. But most pirates seem to be like extorting you. Does that make sense? Like they're not gonna put it. They're gonna blow you up, not put in the work after the fact. You know. I don't know if I told you about that Hornet that ran into me, like he tried attacking me or whatever. I was leaving a bunker, and I seen dude coming. He was coming in as I was leaving, and he was red, so he was not a good person, you know. Like he had a crime stat. So I was like, all right, I know I'm gonna have problems with this guy. So he gets behind me and he starts shooting me. For the first like 3 minutes, I just let him shoot me. I put it on cruise control. I went and used the bathroom, came back. Like he wasn't even like really denting my shields. I come back, my shields were starting to get red, so I shuffled them around. I prioritized the rear and like overclocked my shields. And then I just kind of like dogfighting with him for a little bit. And all in all, the fight lasted like 15-20 minutes. And at the end of it, he never got my shields down. And I got his shields down and got a few red spots on him. And he left. And I was like, well, what the fuck, man? Like, why would you go through that whole process and just run at the end? Like, the whole time you think you're winning, and I get the better of you after like 15-20 minutes, and you dip out. Like, what the fuck? You thought this was gonna be easy or something? Like, the ship that he was in is one of the better fighters. Like, it got a buff recently. But I'm in this like slow lurking cargo ship, and he's just like pegging me relentlessly for fucking like 15-20 minutes, and then I finally get the better of him, he leaves. What the fuck, man? Like, you must
coward.
Yeah. Like you're not willing to take the L. You're willing to fucking attack somebody, but not to take the L. And then he tried like fucking talking it up in global, like, oh, you barely got me. I'm not even pink. All right. Sat there and waited for him to come back too. And then they made fun of me because I was driving an M2, which I guess M2's not meta in the game, you know. So if you're not doing meta, you get made fun of or whatever. But honestly, I feel like the Hercules series, the A2s for bunkers, the M2s for bounties, and the C2s for cargo, I can do with a gunner. Well, alright, so without a gunner, I can do HRTs with this ship, with the M2, easy, no problems. I mean, it might take me a little bit longer. It's definitely not the ideal ship to run bounties, but the shields, it has two class 3 size shields. It can take a lot of hits, and it's got pretty good hull points too. Now you put a gunner in there. I haven't done ERTs in it, but I've done VHRTs, easy. So now the A2 it's got the bomb, the A-bomb.
Oh yeah.
So when you get up to the point where you're running the bunkers for I'm gonna do a fucking internet test after this run on this other computer. When you get where you're going, and it's one of those bunkers that you don't have permission to be there, like you gotta retake the bunker basically, and the turrets shoot you, you just drop that fucking bomb on the outside, and it just turns everything into glass outside, and you just walk right in the bunker. And it has room for your vehicles and stuff like that, so that's why I think that A2 is kind of a better ship for bunkers. It's definitely big, so parking it outside is kind of a challenge, but
some ships I would just play because they look cool. I don't care if they're meta or not. I just like the way they look. That's one of them.
Is that part of my ship that fell off? What the fuck? I might have to repair before I leave. That's crazy. Hold on, what does it look like over here? It definitely matches the color scheme. Yeah, today I've not been I don't even know if I want to do this run with this guy, because I have not been having a good go at it with this character. It's just fucking connection is just shit. It's like sitting at 18 frames right now, and like versus my other computer. See, let me turn on the other computer. Yeah, it's like 70 something frames, almost 80 frames on the other one. It's not the server. It's definitely the fucking. Yeah, something's wrong with the computer itself. Definitely getting like a lag. Alright, I didn't know if you see this, but like basically when I pulled up, this place has 30,000 SCU of barrel, right? For the cheapest amount, right? Orson, which is on the other side of the system, gives you the best price. So I mean, this is I don't know why I haven't done this run sooner. Like, I'm waiting for like the bad to happen. I haven't really had any issues with pirates yet. Like I said, I don't want to shoot myself, knocks on wood, but I'm just kind of curious why all the other people that I talk to, they're not buying here and running to Orson. Is it because it's too long? Because I'm making way more money, like way more. Something just came up on radar. Wonder how that fucking piece of my ship fell off.
Back it on anything?
It was kind of windy when I landed.
Probably touched something.
I don't know if it was my ship, because the repair cost is only $62. And not doll hairs, dollars.
Thinking maybe you just needed a couple Barbies.
Docking initiated. Docking denied. Landing gear up.
Alright, so one of the little features about this update, I didn't know you could do this before until I started playing with other people, is that you can actually do a formation jump, which I'm going to attempt now. Once I get up to altitude.
With like multiple ships?
Yeah. I guess the the idea is I got to get close enough to this other. I got to be in a party, right? I got to get close enough to the other ship that's trying to jump. And I got to initiate jump, and it's going to basically draw the ship into the jump with me. So I get up. I'll get about under a kilometer, I guess. Sun's kind of in the way. I wish I wouldn't have done this with the sun showing. Maybe I need to get closer. I'm not getting like the fucking. It's got to be close enough.
Quantum travel engaged.
Didn't do it. I'm gonna look into it more. I've done it with other people. I've initiated it, but. So the next thing, I guess, is to get the app or whatever. So a lot of guys have been doing like this this talk to commands, like doing like verbal commands, and you could be like deploy landing gear, and it'll deploy your landing gear or request docking or request
Can you
landing.
adapt that?
Huh?
How do you adapt that?
I don't know. It's something they've been doing to their computer, and there's people that like have it. Like it's not an uncommon thing now. Like a lot of the little tedious things, I can just request, just say a little command, and it'll do it. It'll definitely be something that I'll have to download and then add to my computer.
Yeah, because there's like talks to text on your phone, and I wonder if it's like, if you can type it in, or if it's a button command, then it would be like voice recognition for a certain word in the button command. That's tricky though. Did you see what Elon Musk was doing with like the implant?
Yeah, that's been going on for a while.
Yeah, I can't wait for the.
You think that you'll do that?
Oh yeah. They were saying those microchips that you put in your hand, the government's paying people $2,000 a month to get them installed. Be like, fucking right, I'm first in line for that shit. Ready to go.
I'm still here. So have you been following any of the news in Africa?
No, I haven't heard anything. What's going on?
I mean, I kind of slipped on this one. I was kind of surprised because I'm usually up to date on these type of things. I like to look into geopolitics and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I haven't brushed up on it entirely. From what I understand, is the Wagner Group out of Russia.
Yeah.
They've been making gains in Africa, mainly the Western Bloc, like the old French colonies.
Are they like super hunted in Russia now? Like they're not allowed to be there? What's going on?
They're kind of, I think they're getting repurposed. They're definitely turning in their equipment and stuff like that. But see, the thing is they're in like 15 or 16 countries in Africa right now. Like they're not just a Russian entity anymore. Like they've gotten big. It's just weird. Like it's the whole setup's weird.
Quantum travel complete.
It's pretty crazy that like that would be like the Navy turning its back on America. Like they're quite a chapter in Russian military.
Yeah, and they're arguably the most prepared. Like they're most trained and equipped. But anyways, they've been doing a lot of like covert shit in Africa and stuff for a while, and they've actually been making some gains. And two of the gains were in Mali and Burkina Faso. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but they've overthrown the government there, and they haven't really taken credit for it, but that's what's happened. And
you know what's funny is that America will like go and attack them now because they overthrew a government, but America's like the leading fucking playbook. Like they wrote the playbook on that shit.
Well, it's not just America right now, so let me get into it. So they just overthrew the country of Niger, 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 Niger.
Quantum travel complete.
Basically, I don't know if it was a U.S. ultimatum or a French, but basically there's a coalition now, and they said, hey, you got 7 days to put the president back in charge, to relinquish government back to the people, and oust this military dictatorship. And I think we got like 2 days left now, but there's a bunch of African nations that was like, hey, we're gonna do this, we're with you, we're gonna support this, and they're like gathering troops right now. And Mali and Burkina Faso said, hey, if you try to intervene in Niger, we're gonna attack. So like there's this big standoff going on. And another thing, this happened last week. Well, it's been happening for a while. Remember we talked about the BRICS nation, how like it's supposed to rival the dollar or whatever, and I said, it's a long way off from happening. Like it'll probably never happen.
Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, the Arab.
Well, no, not just those, but so basically, Putin's wanted for like war crimes, and South Africa said if Vladimir Putin came to South Africa for the BRICS summit, they would be forced to arrest him. And Vladimir Putin's like, fuck you, I attack you or whatever, and it's been going back and forth, and basically Vladimir Putin ain't coming now. So if we are supposed to be scared of them rivaling the dollar, and they're gonna arrest each other, like, they're not allies, man. That's just not it. It's not happening. We're a long way off.
I think there's something else going on with that.
Like what? What could possibly be going on?
even like in the financial institutions, even whispers of something will cause a reaction. So them whispering that they're going to do this this deal where all their currencies are going to come together and everything, America would have already taken precautionary steps towards what they're doing.
I honestly feel like America as a whole is kind of taking a step back from the world stage. We're not ready to, like, we've gotten a lot of shit for being the world's police, and it's like nobody said you were the world's police or nobody made you the world's police, but that's kind of what the agreement was after World War II. Like, we were supposed to protect the shipping lanes and stuff, and that kind of evolved to other things, you know, like
yeah, it involved to an authoritative figure around the world.
I'm not saying that we did the best job, you know, like,
no,
but
corruption is everywhere. Corruption can go down to the smallest point.
In recorded history, who else has done this, you know, like,
well, Germany wanted to do it, but we didn't want that because they wanted to murder a good third of the population just to do it. China wants it.
Yeah, they don't even really have a blue water navy though. They have like the Coast Guard, a strong Coast Guard.
China could have anything. You don't never know what China got.
I mean, yeah, I might just be feeding into the U.S. propaganda, you know, like, I know it's there. I know it's there.
Yeah, agreed. Like, as long as you realize that and can see that, like, that's so much smarter, because you can't just believe anything you hear, and
but
you can only believe half of
it. Landing complete.
I do believe the smaller journalists that have gone over there and they've looked at the country and the state that it's in, and like, kind of like,
I remember when Vice, you know, Vice, when they were smaller and stuff, they were really good.
Yeah. Once you get somebody else paying your bills, I don't know. I do look at other. I'm not just like, oh hey, Fox News or, you know, fucking MSNBC or CNN. You know,
oh God, no.
I look at I get my news sources from quite a few different sources. Like, I'll even
go to the internet.
I watch Al Jazeera, and that's completely paid for by the fucking Qatari government. You know, like.
Yeah, but even our internet, like, supposedly we don't have, what do you call them, sanctions on our internet. We have all access to all internet, but it's also continent locked. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of those people in, like, China, they are locked out, so we don't have access to everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at some porn the other day, and it said, this is not available in your country. I'm like, what?
This is America!
This is America! Infringe on my freedoms, not my porn.
Oh, dude. I watched a couple documentaries with this little news guy on YouTube, and he was just going...
What?
Going for...
You were watching some nude guy?
News guy.
Oh, okay.
On YouTube. And he was talking about how your borders and everything are really open from the Mexican side, and it's not even just Mexican people, it's like international. So I was watching it, and then this whole group of East Indians get like pulled over.
You talking about the YouTube guy, fucking he's bald or whatever?
Bald with a ball cap on?
Yeah, like he's got an Italian name or whatever. Yeah, I've been watching him too.
Yeah, so he pulls over these East Indians and everything.
No!
And supposedly they have been calling 911 over and over and over and over again, and it just so happens that these guys came across them.
Dude, I hope I didn't lose my whole fucking load.
He fell down.
Dude, I don't know what I don't know what I was supposed to do in that situation. Like it. Like,
oh, you're gonna fall for forever, I thought.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Hopefully I can fucking... Oh, fuck. Where is it? Hopefully my ship's still there, because I got the character on server, so it should be in the hangar still. I shouldn't lose my ship. That's another benefit of having, like, a party member.
Yeah. It's not blue screening at a certain area, it's blue screening for a certain person. Or falling out for a certain person. Like, if we were going down the ladder, you could fall out of the ship and I'd still be in the ship, you know?
Yeah. That's why you need to hurry up and get this fucking thing.
Not working on it at all.
Huh?
I'm not working on it at all. I'm just looking at prices of everything. It's so expensive.
Dude, I mean, you're gonna have fun. Like, it's...
I'm gonna have fun.
I think in the end you'll say it's worth it.
Yeah, my PlayStation is old. And fucking the internet sucks connected to it, but...
I'm gonna tell you, did I tell you about me buying new shoes?
Yeah.
So, like, now that I got these new shoes, it's like, I like them so much, like, I'm thinking of, like, situations I could put myself in to wear my new shoes. So, like...
That mentality check?
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was
I really need to go and just buy a car, though.
Yeah. What about a fucking, it's like, well, it's pretty cold. I was gonna say like a moped or a dirt bike or something. Like...
No. I need a car. Because then I need to take that car and teach myself how to drive with it.
They got, what about those little mini trucks that you can buy? I know it's silly, but I want one. I don't think I would drive it around.
I want those Ford Rangers. Those things can do anything.
No, I'm talking about it's like real small truck. Like it's they like they're super cheap.
No, you don't want anything small on British Columbian roads. Like, your roads where you are probably go in straight lines, and our roads wind at the bottom of a mountain, and usually a lake or a ravine to the lake is on your right side, depending on where you're going, and the mountain's on the left. Like, it is not forgiving if you fuck up.
I did not lose my load.
Good. Did you hear me though?
Yeah.
What's taking so long?
Oh, nothing. I'm running with the other character right now. So.
Oh.
I got killed by the shuttle again. Fucking took my head off. So like, the shuttles here at Orison, sometimes they'll like poke you in the head or whatever, and they'll fucking kill you. But I think this is the second time that I've had my inventory given back to me when it does it. Like the game knows, oh hey, sorry, we fucking... That was kind of... Yeah, we're sorry. We kind of killed you in a bullshit way, and it put its inventory, my inventory, back on me. Like, I was trying to get off the shuttle, but my screen kind of like froze, and so I was in this weird spot, like outside the shuttle, but not quite on the platform, and this thing hit me in the head and killed me, and my body fell, like, not recoverable, and it put me back at Everest Harbor, so like somewhere completely different. And then I opened up my, I'm like, fuck it, you know, whatever. I ran with that kit for a while. I made good amount of money with it. Just get something else. And I look in my inventory and boom, there it is. So it's like, okay, cool. And it's like the second time it's done that to me.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
But I think I've been killed by the shuttles like 4 times. So I don't know if you saw like where I was standing at the top of those stairs.
That's how scared you are.
Yeah, I definitely give it a wide berth. I'm gonna go get my Retaliator now. Started working extra, a little bit extra every day. Been coming into work like about an hour early.
Say again? At work?
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
You're going in hour early and leaving an hour early?
No, not leaving an hour early. I'll go.
Oh, banking up an extra hour.
Yeah, so the ultimate goal I think is work 12-hour days and like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Approaching next
What do you
station.
think that would
If
be
this is
the
your
pay
stop,
increase?
Please prepare to disembark.
Well, anything over 40 is time and a half.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is
So-
preparing to depart.
Like close to $60 an hour.
At Orson Skyway
So
shuttle
then,
service, we aim to make
so,
getting there
so you would get like,
Please enjoy your flight.
that's what you would think it would be added to your check?
I think if I worked 4 hours overtime,
Shuttle is approaching the station.
it would be like $200 or something like that. I don't know, like take home.
Okay, so if you did that for all the weeks, you get paid every second week.
No, I get paid every week.
Every week, you think you would get an extra $200 on your check?
Yeah. Maybe more. Like I don't know. I'm lowballing it, you know.
So you think that's worth you waking up an hour early?
Yeah. Be $800 a month. Pays for my mortgage.
Oh, okay. So now we're taking it into the scale for a month. It's like $800 pays your mortgage. How much is that for the year?
Well, so obviously I'm not gonna be able to
Welcome
do that
to
every
the
week.
ASOP vehicle
So-
retrieval system.
And we already got half the
Vehicle
year behind
select.
us.
Your vehicle has
So-
been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
Let's just say we start from August, September, October,
So if you
November,
did
December.
6 months of it,
Let's say with 4. We'll start with 4 months. How about that?
okay.
So $800
I'm not
a
saying you
month,
have to
4
do it.
months.
Welcome
Huh?
to the ASOP vehicle
I'm not saying you
retrieval
have
system.
to do it. I'm just hypothetically now thinking.
Please
Well,
visit us
for
again.
4 months, $800 a month, $3,200, right?
So you'd have an extra 10 grand yearly.
Yeah, it'd be more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, overall, yeah. we're just
Like I said, I
ballparking.
wouldn't be able to do it every week, like vacation, taking time off, stuff like that. Like,
Oh yeah.
like something might come up. So, but yeah, extra 10. That's take home. That's not like.
Yeah,
you
because
know.
you have to give lots of money to your taxes.
Now the goal, like I said, would be 2 hours early, 7 to 7. 12 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, work 12-hour days, and then Friday work an 11-hour day. And like I'm not
If you
trying
can get used to that.
Well, it may be fucking 8 hours a week. I don't know. Like we're not always gonna have overtime. Like, but
Yeah, can't your company tell you we don't want you to work those hours?
Well, in that,
Let's
like,
say-
I can't show up. I could show up about the same time as the guy that I work with shows up, Like I can't like just show up by myself or whatever. Because like he's the lead or whatever, so he's kind of like decides what we're due for the day. So if I just show up and just start doing shit, now some days that'll work because like if we're doing like a project, I can just show up, get to work.
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
Right, but like other days, like it's just like kind of like goals and tasks shift.
Fun
yeah,
what you do.
At
like,
a minimum, I'd like to make 4 hours overtime a week, as much as I can, and I still have my 3 days off. You know, a lot of people come in, and they just.
So this is the goal for another full day to have off?
No, I want the overtime.
Oh. Oh, because I thought you meant you were gonna switch it so you work more on 3 or 4 days and then you just take more.
No, I mean that would be cool to work 3 days and then like a half a day, but.
Yeah, people up here call them 310s. So they work 3 10-hour days instead of 4 8-hour days.
Well, I have to work 10-hour shifts anyways. But
Landing gear up.
I wonder if I should go see if there's any gold.
Thank you. Please visit
What do you think? Gold or drugs?
People get so money hungry. I don't know what I would do.
Well, I mean, we're at a good place as far as finances, and
always been.
But there's always things that comes up, and you always could do better, you know. My daughter's going into high school, so shit gets a little bit more expensive, you know. Like
yeah, it's gonna cost $1 million.
Like here in a few years, I'm probably gonna have to buy a car, you know. So. And I've kind of been looking into getting a truck for myself, to be honest. Like I would like a truck. I don't care if it's like. I just want a deal, you know. I want a good deal. Now, whether that is something that I pay monthly payments on, or I buy outright, you know, if I'm financing, or I just purchase it.
Up here, they're financing kids. Fucking $70,000-$80,000 truck. See this fucking kid drive around. One buddy's brother got one and it's like $5,000.
Hold on, the engine kind of drowned you out. What's up? What'd you say?
There's a bunch of kids around here getting like financed for $70,000-$80,000 trucks.
Yeah. So my voice just cracked there. I got something caught in my throat. Here it's like $100,000 vehicles, man. Like they're selling these trucks for $100K, and like people are buying the fuck out of them. And it's like, to me, that's a house. Like,
yep.
That's what I would want to buy a house for, you know, like $100,000. But like, I'm starting to realize I guess I'm cheap. I don't know.
I would invest it in myself. I would buy myself certain equipment and stuff because I have a skill set, but I don't have the investment money to buy the machine.
Well, there's a lot of guys down here that when the housing market went all crazy and they found out, oh, I could get this much for my house, they went and sold their house. But it's like, okay, well, now where are you gonna live? Well, and then they start complaining that the houses were so expensive. And it's like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, you think that it was only your house that fucking went up in value? Like, it was only your house that fucking... But some people...
they actually go for a downgrade. Our housing market is up 79% from last couple of years.
It's crazy.
British Columbia and Ontario, Toronto, and all that area is ridiculous. The highest cost of living. It beats out like Singapore and fucking all of this. New York City isn't as expensive as where we are. I could move to New York City and fucking have money. And rent's super expensive.
You're kind of grandfathered in where you're at as far as rent, right?
Yeah, and I do work. Not lately, the grass burnt, so I haven't been cutting it.
Did you go out there and set it on fire, you fucking lazy bitch?
No.
I don't want to mow this shit.
No, but she is brown as fuck.
Somebody burnt the grass or what?
Nah, it's just been super hot this year. That's why we got all the fires.
Wow.
The moon is orange because there's the fires and the smoke. And orange and red the last couple of days.
Do you have like like native plants or something like that are rare to like are unique to that area?
Yeah.
So I'm just like thinking, so I saw a thing where people were selling bottled air from the Highlands of Scotland or England or something like that, and they were like selling for like.
You want to do with plants? Plant has to be like in a seed form, and then customs is really on it because some plants become invasive in other countries.
Yeah, New Zealand has one of the fucking strictest.
Australia, New Zealand, all the island continents. Anything that's an island, you can't fucking bring shit there. But there is a market for our freshwater stream, like the water from our streams. If you watch a Vice documentary, this girl goes and fills up as many jugs as possible, and then she drives it to Nevada, Las Vegas, and that because there's such a water ban, they have to buy their water from outside sources.
That's not something you could like do yourself and ship to like clients.
No, like the girl drives it right to there and then sells it to the casino guy, and he dumps it in the fountain, and he pays her like 13 grand or something. Watch the show. It's Vice. Vice TV.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is that like, could you not do that and like sell it to people on the internet for like $10 or something? Or
no, not it's can't be for human consumption because there's probably parasites in it.
Yeah, just put on there not for human consumption. And then so whenever somebody drinks it, you're just like, well, I mean, do you consider yourself a human? Or just put not for consumption, so that somebody doesn't like feed it for their dog or something like that. There's all kinds of ships here. This seems like there would be something up there as far north as you are. Like it's not, it's, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Not necessarily exotic, but people long for that, you know, that Pacific Northwest, you know. I know a lot of people that love to like get a job in Washington, Oregon and stuff, even though the politics are all fucked up there. There's places out of the way other than like Portland and Seattle, you know. Like,
oh yeah, I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I'm so accustomed to fresh air and fucking the lakes, like so accustomed to it. I couldn't go back to the city.
I don't know. I'm just actively trying to, you know, brainstorm with you because there's got to be something up there that you can. You're put in a place that is you're like, there's no jobs, right? No jobs, but like there are things there that you can make money off of. You just gotta tap into it. You gotta figure it out what it is. And you know, everybody's doing marijuana, so.
That's what we're really famous for out here.
Yeah.
BC Bud.
Engines off.
You could dress up like a character and like interview people before and after if they smoke.
Do that like spicy, like the spicy wings one, where you just like slowly upgrade, and then like you start out with a little doobie, and then like a bong hit, and then like as they go up, and by the time at the end you're like dabbing crystal.
Yeah, just watch the like how the interview progresses. Holy shit. What is that? Is that a Centurion over there? What is this guy doing? He's got his Carrack out here. Got all his toys. Is this the... Nope, this is not it. I'm trying to figure out what details of the buildings are the ones that you buy shit from. Like, I know there's a guy usually standing in the building that I buy shit from.
Is the layout the same every time?
Pretty much. There are some other buildings that are different, but I rarely go to those. I need to go get paint jobs.
Well, the thing is, what I've noticed right now is those fucking signs on the side of the building.
What do you mean?
That thing up there, that red thing.
Yeah.
And then over there's the blue one with the blue light.
Okay. Yeah. I think you cracked the case. Sherlock Holmes and Watson. At it again. Well, hey! A little present there for somebody. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, that is drugs.
If you touch it, the cops are like, boom, right there. It was a setup.
Shit.
How much?
25 SCU, but I don't know if I want to fool with it though. I wonder if I just stay here and wait the timer and get a full load. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Probably about that.
I gotta get this other character out of the hangar anyways and on the road. So I'm gonna sit here and then I guess I'll walk this package. It kind of looks like tobacco, don't it? That packaging? What's in that package?
It's like multiple packages. But yeah. It's like a
3 5-pound bags.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 bags.
What? Hold on. See if I can
They're
get
2 by 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's 4 on the top there.
Okay, then it's 4 by 4 by 4.
What do you think? Those about 5 pounds a piece?
No.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, right? Canada's all about that metric system.
Yeah.
Well, what do you measure your dick size in, and what do you measure your drugs in?
We measure our drugs in ounces, which is or pounds, and our dick size in inches.
America, baby.
No.
That's hilarious.
It's just the meter stick's too big to measure.
Yeah, the millimeter's too small. What are you what are you doing? A 0.05 meters long?
Yeah. It would be some kind of decimal,
It'd be like a really low decimal.
0.000.
And then millimeters and like fucking centimeters is just not hitting.
Be like 1,000.
Let's check this one more time. Go. Copper actually, it's not a. Let me look at it. It's not a fucking like the tier 1 or 2, but never mind. You get over 100 SCU, 100 per SCU. Let's see. I don't know if I want this or not. Somebody left me a little present. There's a fucking tornado over here. I need to get rid of this helmet that I've been carrying. Like, I feel like this is like a rare, it's not like a rare helmet, but a rarer, like an uncommon helmet. Oh shit! There's another package there.
That's when the guy's doing the glib. Throw it on here and go get the other one.
I will. You relax.
I have to do this elevator thing like 4 times.
Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, getting in and out of this thing is a bit tedious. This is one thing I do not like about it. And I don't want to leave my ramp down. Somebody can fucking drive up in this thing with a Volkswagen Beetle.
Put your ramp down.
So, one of the guys in the org, basically what he did is he came to do a load, right? And he exited the ship just like this. And he hopped off and ran over there, right? But he didn't fucking put his elevator up. And when this elevator, if you give it enough time, it automatically goes back up, right? It'll automatically close itself. And that's what happened, and dude flew off in a ship. He wasn't able to steal any cargo, but yeah. Watch the door start coming up. Get fucking.
Howdy.
I wonder if this guy's like Centurion. Do you think I should no, I don't want to fucking stream me duplicating fucking boxes of shit. Was that 890 jump? No, is that 890 or 600? It looks like an 890. No, that might be like 400. I don't know. I don't ever really see them that much. You think some of the other buildings have these stashes, like they have them stashed in there? Think it'd be worth a look? Guess we're only gonna get 25 at a time. When did the barrel go? They had barrel in here a minute ago.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent.
Where's the other guy?
Sending them to the other planet right now. So.
Your
Still
vehicle
lagging?
has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us.
No, actually it cleared up. I don't know what that was about. I'm wondering if the kid is messing with the cord. What the fuck? Did I not call that in?
Oh, waiting a minute.
I thought I paid it and called it in.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Man, let's really kick it up.
What's that?
What's that?
How's that?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Boop, 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 boop. Alright. That was fun. What's that?
Dropped it.
Yeah. Alright.
On the ground.
I know.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent.
Look at that. Fucking love that. Love it.
Just watched Pitch Black yesterday.
What's that?
Watched Pitch Black yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
2 planets and the one or the 2 suns. It's a really good space movie.
Welcome to the ASOP
What are some
Vehicle
other like
Retrieval
really
System.
good ones like out there?
Your
Like,
insurance
it's
claim
not
has
necessarily
been sent.
franchised.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage
Horizon.
facility. Vehicle select. Your
Yeah,
vehicle
that,
has been delivered.
that's like a
to
good,
the location.
like that kind of bridges the gap between sci-fi and horror. Like, and that's a real good
I
one.
like the Sphere.
Yeah. Okay. So, did not work. I do not know how to do that, so.
That's the package fell out.
Well,
You have to attach it to the one side.
what do you mean?
Go up to the side grill.
It came back out when I stored it and then brought it back out.
Yeah, but it wasn't attached.
How do you attach it?
I don't know.
Like, do you know what you're talking about? Because I don't think you do.
Watched him do it, and he like attached it.
Mm.
And then when every time it came out with another one, and then another one, and another one, and another one. Until the whole thing was full, and then he took them off and left one on it. Or I think he was doing it 2 at a time.
I'm about to give me a paint job.
Nice.
I don't know. That color, I like my M2. The way I like the color of the M2. I might leave that alone, but the C2, I might go ahead and do something with it.
You do like bright ass colors, or is it all like realistically golf?
What, the C2?
No, the color system.
It's like that. Like, that's a painted color. That's paint. That blue, it doesn't come like that.
Blue.
I'm curious if,
What you should do is use the ground color. So like when you're parked, people are like seeing. Oh. What are you doing here?
I was curious if there was another, little package, little friendly package. See, I'm not sure where to sell these at. I wonder if it's just like any admin office, or because I used to sell it at Port Al-Assar, but I don't want to run into Crusader security. Look at the dirt on the solar panels. That's pretty cool. Oh, that reminds me. Remember how I was talking about? I wish there was like a gameplay loop where you start off on the planet, like one of the bigger planets, and then you do jobs, like odd jobs, to where you get up and you're like 0 to hero type shit. You know, you get enough money to like rent a vehicle or buy something small, and then you like kind of use that as a stepping stone or jumping off point. So I actually found a guy that does that. Well, there's two guys that do like that I've seen that does 0 to hero. One's a pirate, and basically his thing is he waits for somebody to fuck up, and he runs out there and jumps on their ship, fucking kills them. Ooh, I might do that. That Iris. It jumps on their ship, kills them, takes their ship, whatever they got, you know, and that's how he gets his start, is with a stolen ship. Now the other guy, he has like a backstory. He's basically, he come from, I think it was like ArcCorp or something like that, and he used the last of his money to get to ArcCorp, and his ship is without any components. Like he has the starter ship, right? But it has no components, has no engine drive, no power plant, no cooler, nothing. So the idea is that he's supposed to go around doing odd shit around Lorville and get up enough money to buy components for his ship so he can go off and get bigger ship. So what he does is he goes around and he picks up trash and like medical gowns and stuff like that, and he sells them to a point where he can get basically a kit, and then he gets like a pyro tool and some like a mining attachment to it, and he rents a vehicle of some kind, and he goes to a cave that's right around the corner from Lorville, and he does like hand mining, gets some gems, sells that shit, and then like next thing he's like salvaging ship parts and shit. And he's only like 5 episodes into it, but I thought it was kind of cool that he created that loop himself and he's playing it, you know. And he's like really strict to it too, because like
if you had priority things to do.
What's that?
The game would be a lot funner if you had like accomplishment things you could do, like slowly work up like that.
Yeah, like tiers, something to shoot for.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think? Another 49 SCU of gold. So that puts me at about, I don't know, like 120 SCU, I think. Yeah, 123 says it right there on the screen. Should I wait for another, or should I just go ahead and fill everything up with copper? I can land my other character right now. I guess I should do that and then see where we're at. But I kind of want to do this contact. Idris right here, $225,000. I got that Retaliator now. I might be able to one-shot that fucking Idris. It might take more. I don't know.
You would be glad to see that torpedo, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to come here. I was supposed to go to the other place. Oops. So the other place that sells gold, I noticed that it gives you way more gold. Like I think it was like this place I haven't been able to get over 900, or not 900, over 90. The other place, I walked in, it was like 233 SCU gold. I'm like, holy shit. Oh my god, oh my god. I wish that Alien franchise did more, you know? Like the original Alien with Ripley and...
Yeah. I was pretty into the Prometheus and like where they went. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it kind of gives the backstory. Yeah, I definitely like that.
It was like Covenant and Prometheus or something like that. Yeah, it gave the organism more of an understanding. And full circle too.
Gotta add those sound effects in. Come on. I'm gonna take one more load of this. And then I'm gonna go fly into a building. Alright, here we go.
What can I do for you?
You can hold still. Okay, well, how's it going? You keep checking under the counter for something. What's up?
I think you're confused.
Hey. The game that running the Unreal Engine 5 with the what did they put in, like the Chat GP intelligence?
Oh yeah, yeah, games are gonna get crazy. Cause
yeah, man.
Cause
you're gonna have full-on conversations with a fucking video game and have it more real.
Well,
than
like No Man's Sky. All right, so I know No Man's Sky gets a lot of shit, which I'm right there with them, giving them shit. But what they were doing with the procedural generated worlds, right? That's cool, but it's like that's the only thing. That was the only thing to do at the beginning, right? But now take that concept, right? Procedurally generated missions, contacts, story loops, you know? Like something that like it would definitely change games forever because like you want to know how to do a mission and it's like you're kind of stumped at it, right? So you go to YouTube and you're like, oh, I'm making some tips and tricks and stuff. But like the mission that you get, it might be just unique to you. Nobody else will experience it, you know? There might be some variation of it, but like you have to figure it out. Does that make sense?
Crazy thing.
Yeah, does that make sense at all to you? Like what I'm trying.
Yeah. No, it does, but it's also
like if somebody, I don't know if they're gonna be like reading your choice or your expression, or at that point, like how are they getting their input?
Right.
Is it choice or are they actually watching your micro facial reaction? Like, do they have a camera on you?
I guess they would ask a series of control questions, and you would respond to those control questions, and then.
But as a child, if you put a camera on them, you'll see when they get too overexcited. You'll see what. Like it gets. Like the psychology behind it. You would be able to, what you said, procedurally generate missions and orientations, but what if a kid is twisted and the game makes it amplified? Do you know what I mean? Like it could be an amplifier for that behavior. Like if the kid is really good at first-person shooter like Sacred's kid that we play with, and those are the type of games he always interacts with, or in this game like Grand Theft Auto, you got a city and he's always just murdering and murdering. He's never exploring anything else.
Yeah.
Engines on. Launch complete.
Games all become one game, it's going to kill.
Did something just fall out of my ship? Or did like I just drive by something like that? That was crazy.
Oh, I can't rewind. I can't see it.
The other one will be showing. That was weird though.
Engage.
Big influence.
Would you agree?
In what sense?
The desensitization. A lot of kids play Grand Theft Auto. We didn't have it growing up when we were super young.
That one fucking 5-year-old kid that we met. What the fuck?
Mithers, yeah. I don't even think he was 5. I think he was like 4 or something.
I don't know, I can't really say much because my kids play it, but it's really like they're just like driving around. They're not really doing any missions. They're just getting in the car and driving around and shit. And...
Would you say they kill and shoot a lot of people?
Bruce gets a little crazy sometimes. I gotta really reel him back in.
What's some sci-fi films you can think off the top of your head?
I mean, you know, the obvious are the Star Wars, the Star Trek, but like I guess we're trying to go.
You were really into Star Trek, weren't you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Like I didn't really get into the main Star Trek because it's like just a little bit too old, outdated for me.
You were talking about a certain Star Trek.
But the movies, like the original movies, I liked a lot. But like as far as the series, it's just like kind of just like too old. I do want to go back and give them a chance, you know.
Quantum travel complete.
But like as far as like the pinnacle to me of Star Trek is the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager. You know, like they had it. You know, they had the blueprint. All right, you're saying the little flag on the side. Okay, we're gonna test your theory out. I think you're right, actually. The little flag pole thing on the side of the building.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then there was, so in the order as far as shows, Star Trek shows, you got the original series, which kind of, I mean, you can't have one without the other, you know, like it paved the way for the Next Generation and all that shit. But the Next Generation is what threw like the franchise into this like upward spiral of, you know, all these spin-offs, you know, like if it didn't do well, then you wouldn't have all these other shows, right?
There's a lot of spin-offs in that series.
And then as far as like when the Next Generation was finishing up, Deep Space Nine kind of came in, like there was like an overlap, right? There for a small time there was an overlap, and definitely that was like that was the height right there when that overlap hit, the height of Star Trek, and like the entire Deep Space Nine kind of like it plateaued there, you know, like at a high point, and then Star Trek Voyager and Deep Space Nine had their overlap, and then once Voyager took over, it still kind of plateaued, but like I guess towards the end it kind of teetered off. I mean, they had 7 solid seasons of Voyager. And
that's the guy with brown hair?
What's that?
Is that the guy with brown hair?
No, it was the woman.
Oh, okay.
And that real sexy chick, Jerry Ryan, the Borg. It's the one with the big titties. Had some really good characters though on that. Really good characters, and basically the plot for that one was they were thrown into the Delta Quadrant and they had to make their way back. So they were basically flung to the other side of the galaxy, and they had to make their way back, and the only thing that they could rely on was each other and the capabilities of the ship, and that was it. Like, pretty good television. Now the next one in that franchise was Star Trek Enterprise, and it was kind of like a prequel to the rest of them. Like it was like the beginning of Starfleet. Well, not the beginning of Starfleet, but the beginning of the Federation. Like basically set up how the Federation was formed and all that, which I was glad they did it. I wish it would have went for longer, but I don't think there was I don't think it was a fan favorite.
That's the one with the guy with the brown hair.
Scott Bakula. Yep. The Quantum Leap dude. I think he's a great actor. I don't think he did bad in that role. But there was a long break between that and the next little thing, and I think it was because they didn't do as well as they hoped with Star Trek Enterprise, because it only had 4 seasons, and like you could tell like the 4th season was like really rushed. Like they wanted to get their point across, but they ran out of time, you know. Like they were supposed to do like a whole like Romulan war thing, like where it's, you know, the Federation and Romulus went to war and the Klingons went, like there was like a whole lot of history in between the time of Star Trek Enterprise and the Next Generation. Well, actually, Star Trek Enterprise and the original series. I guess they call that the TOS, Star Trek TOS. Yeah, so like between Captain Jonathan Archer and fucking Kirk, there's like a lot of history, and they wanted to try to cover some of that, and they just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, there's a big thing with the movie stars right now.
What's that?
They're on strike. They're
Oh,
on
yeah.
striker.
Yeah, the Actors Guild. But I tried to watch, and I came back later and gave it a shot, and we've watched all of it. But it's called Star Trek Discovery, and I gotta say that was like kind of a big flop. Unfortunate. They too, I think, only did 4 seasons.
Are you doing? Are you watching the Star Wars spin-offs? What's that one called with the Boba Fett?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The guy that Jonathan Farva or something like that. He's doing an amazing job with. But they
Good.
Oh yeah. Disney needs to let him fucking do his thing. Disney is like trying to meddle, right? And like give their input, and dude knows what he's doing. Like he doesn't need their help at all. Like they're hurting the franchise. They need to let him fucking do his thing.
Crazy that Disney bought Star Wars.
Yeah. And then they made those amazing three movies, you know?
I don't think I've seen them.
No, they're not. They don't fucking do it to yourself. It's
I don't think I've watched any new Star Wars movie.
I'll tell you this, I watched them all, but I've watched them all once. Like I haven't went back and like it's just they're not like I don't know. It just I've watched them because I've watched all 6 movies before that, you know. But
yeah, my favoriteest movie of all of them is The Phantom Menace.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't even like the prequels. The three prequels. They don't like those.
Yeah.
But I liked it. And I liked that he came back and told the story.
Contacting EDL landing assist.
I like Darth Maul, and I like the pod racing of the fucking when they did all that shit.
Well, what killed it, I think, it would have been better, is if they did less CGI, right? And this is where the Mandalorian and Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett, and all this other shit is getting it right. Is they're doing a blend. They're doing CGI where there's CGI is needed, but everything else where CGI is not needed, they're actually doing like mechanical puppets and stuff like that.
You're right. They did do a lot of CGI, but it was popular at that time.
Dude, they did like the whole movie CGI, and it's like, what? What is this shit, you know? But like...
They did like the underwater world, that was pretty funny. The big fish eat the bigger fish, and then the biggest fish, and it was just like...
So,
crazy.
the Star Trek Discovery though, like, it just... I don't know, it just wasn't it, man. Like, I get that there's the future is supposed to be very diverse and progressive, but like it just, some of the stuff that they did, like the entire bridge was like women.
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
It was just like the most badass person they had for like seasons wound up being like a fucking blumbering fucking crybaby at one point, and it's just like, why do they do this guy? Like, what? Why are they? What is going on? And then it was just, I don't know. It just wasn't for me. That's all I can say. I'm over it. It might be for other people, and that's just a small part of it. If it wasn't for that, you know, like that wasn't. Like I said, I watched the whole 4 seasons. I might go back and watch them again. Like, it's not like a deal breaker for me. But I think what was a deal breaker for me is they decided to come out with their own streaming service and wanted you to pay a monthly fucking fee for that, instead of it being on TV like every fucking Star Trek before that. You know what I mean? Like, I have to pay a monthly fee to watch, you know, one show on your network, your CBS network. Like, you have no other television on that thing, right? And you want me to just pay for Star Trek? No. And I think that's really killed it for them. Honestly, I think that was the nail in the coffin for them. But I guess Paramount wound up buying the streaming rights or something like that, and that's how I watched it, was on Paramount, because I wound up getting it because it seemed like a pretty good deal. There was actually a lot of television on Paramount, so
welcome
I'll pay for
to
that.
The ASOP vehicle retrieval
not
system.
Not just for Star Trek.
Isn't that Yellowstone on Paramount?
Please visit
I think so.
That's got a couple spin-offs. It's a really crazy fucking show.
Yeah, and now I will tell you this. They came out with a show called Lower Decks, right? And it's a cartoon version. And it is fucking fantastic. Like, it's set up in the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, like, universe era, you know? And it is, basically, it follows around, I can't sell it here. I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna have to research this. It's set up around like the support ships of the Federation, right? Not the Galaxy class. It's like the smaller ships. Basically, like Jean-Luc Picard. He comes in and he does first contact. What's up?
What's it called?
What do you mean?
What's the show called?
Lower Decks?
Lower Deck.
Dude, I might have to throw these drugs out. I really don't want to fucking deal with them, be caught with them. But I guess I gotta sell them at Benji Point or whatever the fucking. Alright, but yeah, Star Trek Lower Decks basically follows a it's called a Cali class, and it's like a support ship. So like Jean-Luc Picard, Captain Kirk, all those guys, they go in and they make first contact, right? Well, these people make like second contact. They do like the follow-up, you know.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
What's up?
It says serving on one of Starfleet's least important ships, USS Cerritos.
Yeah. So and basically it surrounds like it surrounds the support ship. And it doesn't even follow the primary crew. It follows like the secondary junior officers on an off ship, right? So it's like the least of the least of the least important people, you know? and it follows them, and it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon, but it's a Star Trek, and it's fantastic. And they get into all these fucking crazy little fucking adventures and do all this weird shit that they don't really act like Starfleet officers, you know? Like that's what makes it great, is it shows this lighter side of, like, everybody's so serious, you know, and these guys are just like cutting up the whole time, and my kids love it. Like my kids are like, oh, you're watching Star Trek, and then I put that thing on, and they're like, that's my favorite. They'll sit there and watch every episode with me. So I love that they did that, and they're probably making decent money off of it, which is great.
Is there live one called Star Trek Strange New World? That's one.
Okay, that's where no, that's Lower Decks. I'm getting to that. So, the original series, the main person was supposed to be Captain Christopher Pike, right? And then Captain Kirk would have been like a first officer, and then there would be Captain or Spock would have been like a science officer. But basically, that's what it's doing. It's revisiting the original series, but right before the original series. So I think they're basically trying to do what they did with the Enterprise, the Star Trek Enterprise. So they're trying to, they want to hit that goal. So they just had the Klingon War on that one, and it's in the aftermath of the Klingon War. Actually, the Klingon War was on Discovery, but that show's done really well, though. Really well. Really impressed so far. And I think it's a good blend.
Landing gear up.
Because the reality of it is the Star Trek universe is supposed to be a communist utopia. And unfortunately, it gets highly politicized, you know. Their political agenda is basically very present, and some people get kind of turned off when they're pushing an issue on the show, and it like bleeds out. But like this, it's not really the case. They're just doing Star Trek.
Quantum travel engaged.
I really thought of that.
I mean, most of the times it just kind of goes under the radar, but sometimes they're like really like forcing it down your throat, and you're like, all right, come on, man, like enough of this shit. I don't know, I might be alone in this. Dude, this brownie is so like cooked to the pan. It's like fucking cement. I really want that piece of brownie, but I can't get it. I feel like a fucking animal right now. Like, scrummaging through the fridge right now, trying to find something to eat. What's this? Is this cut up pineapple? Oh. Cheeseburgers. What about you? Have you watched any Star Trek?
I watched the movies, but they were pretty good. Well done, the newer ones.
Like, which ones you talking about? Which movies?
The whole new cast, like the new one.
So like it's Patrick Stewart.
No.
What's that? Oh, you
No.
talking about Chris Pine then?
Yeah. But
yeah, I'm okay with it. Originally I was just like, no, why are they fucking redoing everything? You know, like what the fuck? But
I remember seeing the other movies when I was young, like really young, and it kind of scared the shit out of me. Those like cyborg, they were like white, but then had all this like tech hanging out of their eyeballs and stuff.
the Borg, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't sit well with me.
You will be assimilated.
Yeah. And then I do remember watching a couple, like, on TV, and it always had that one android guy,
Data.
he had, like, white eyes, and he was, like, silverish almost.
Mm-hmm. What was your fear?
Quantum travel complete.
What?
What was your fear, though? Like, why were you scared?
Oh, I remember seeing Hellraiser as a kid, like really, really young, and anything that was like pale white, like I just didn't really like it. But I was young at the time when I was watching those.
So I need to get in and I need to get docked before any fucking anybody comes up and scans me, because if they scan me, they're gonna be like, hey, you got drugs on board. And I'll be like, no man, how did you know that? I got them in my ass.
I'm holding them for a friend.
It's like, how'd you do that? And then they're gonna find me, and I'm still gonna have to go to jail. That's what happened last time. I paid the fine, and it will, like, I'm still got a crime stat of 1. It's like,
Is that beeping on your end?
yeah, I'm about to explode.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Today's Friday night, right? It's like Saturday morning right now. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Hold on, kitty. I forgot that I heard the kitty meowing earlier. And it was outside, you know, at the front door. And I forgot to fucking let her in. Like, I forgot what I was doing, but I was like doing something. I was like, kitty, I'll let you in a second. And then I think I hopped on the game and
That request has already been granted.
6 hours later.
Yeah. It's actually been like 2 hours, I think. But I mean, she's been out there all fucking day, basically. Like,
that request has already
she does it to herself. Like, you fucking go outside at night, and your ass can stay out there, you know? Like, we're not gonna wake up and let you in.
Landing gear down.
She needs to learn. Oh my god. I almost did it. Did you see what I did there just a second ago? Did you not notice? I think I need to set my my cruise control to double tap. Because I just fat fingered my cruise control and it just took off. Because if I do like D's next to C. If I like tap fucking C, then it kills it. You critiquing my flying?
Seeing what you're doing.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Perfect.
Engines off.
Nose dented.
I got a little fucking bumper on my nose, I guess. Alright, I need to store this ship and I need to land my other character because it's just sitting above fucking horse and just doing spins. Surprised I ain't fucking knocked those guns off yet. Oh.
The fucking hole.
Fucking my feet are gonna fall through it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, your feet are gonna be dangling out.
Oh, that's funny.
Red Flintstone start this bitch.
Yep.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Alright, one
Please visit
second.
us again. Goodbye.
Why is this fucking character just fucking spinning? Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
To the extraordinary, ready to reset your expectations from the everyday to the highest heights.
Hate that the chat's right there. What? Alright, I'm throwing the shit off the ship. Like, I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm like wasting my time here and I'm fucking... It's fucking... full of risk, no reward. Like, it probably wants me to sell it at Grimhex. I don't want to go to Grimhex. And probably only gonna get like 9,000 per. Hey, you want some drugs, man?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
Oh, I didn't pick the fucking floor to get off of.
Just keep waiting. Your mind's.
Like, alright, it's time to go. Think I should go take this to the hot dog guy?
He's the one that turns you in.
Or he gets arrested and he names me as his supplier.
Robbery.
I'm gonna go give it to the the hot dog guy.
The what?
The hot dog guy. What server we on?
Welcome to the ASOP
Or
Vehicle
camera?
Retrieval System.
16.
Please visit us.
So those units, right? Those small units. If that was like one SCU, that one SCU would be worth $90,000. Like that's how expensive Maze is.
Crusader Industries. A journey. You are clear to launch. Systems on.
I
Can
think
you
that's
just put $90,000 on the counter?
no. It's more like that's like 9,000. I think. Those 2 boxes would probably net me less than 20 grand. That's why I don't want to fool with it. If I could sell them, that was great, but I've already wasted enough time on it. Plus, I got fucking a huge load of gold that I need to, like, get rid of. I'm over here dicking around.
Launch complete.
Getting sidetracked and shit.
Thank you, and please visit again. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I'm gonna go let the cat in. This is where I get fucking rammed. Why is there bags of cereal right here? Come on. Where you at, kitty? No kidding. Fucking bags of cereal right here. Kids do some weird shit.
Especially yours.
Huh?
Especially yours.
Bag of Frosted Flakes and Lucky Charms laying on the ground right there. Alright. Where am I at and where am I going? Dog, go lay down. I think I might let my dog outside here in a second.
request has already been granted. Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
That one better? I wonder if I can stream, put up the lower decks and stream that on Discord. You still there?
I thought that's what you said when I asked you, can you just pick the Discord?
I can try it. Let me turn off the other stream. Do that after I sell my gold.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again.
Obey all security and customs personnel at all times. Their job is your safety.
You sound sleepy. Did you wake up earlier today or something? Or?
No. Just depression.
Look at that. Shit, the shuttle showed up right in time.
Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
I think I sent you that, check your messages again. I think I sent you that, the guy that was doing the 0 to hero.
Oh, the one guy who's like sniping and fighting.
Oh, that's Hod, yeah. I thought I sent you the other one. I guess I didn't.
Now arriving.
Their trash and litter is not. Thank you for doing your part to keep the convention center clean.
That would be a cool gameplay loop that you actually join the actual Navy. I bet you a lot of people would do it.
Thank you for visiting Bevic Convention Center. Have a great rest of your day.
Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors. now arriving. Tram now approaching. Waiting passengers should be mindful of the platform's edge.
All right. What am I up to? Not bad.